Welcome to episode 1, or maybe 0. Yeah, let's go with episode 0 of Forbidden Fruit. I'm your host, Ariel, and I'll let my co-host introduce herself in episode 1. What we've set out to do is a bit of a book club and a bit of an indulgence in, what a lot of people would call trashy novels or maybe chick lit. It's the kind of stuff that gets a bad rap. I don't anticipate that very many people will actually listen to this, but we're not in it for fame or money or anything like that. We're just here to have fun and take a walk on the darker side. We are not here to judge the merits of a book based on its premise. We don't engage with something on honest terms, then what we're actually doing is tearing it down because we get pleasure out of doing that. I see this a lot, especially from people who think doing this makes them smarter than other people, like they have a special hot take because they don't like the same thing. I can't imagine how miserable that is. It must make you look for the negative so you can't begin to enjoy something. I mean, cynicism doesn't make you smart, but people think it does, unfortunately. That's not what we're about here. My co-host and I both have, let's say, scattered educations, and I know I'm not very smart, so that ship sailed a long time ago. Of course, it's okay not to have the same opinion as everyone else. If everybody likes something and you don't, that's fine. It doesn't inherently make you just a cynical asshole. But at the same time, if something isn't for you, that doesn't make it bad or problematic. And people who like things that aren't for you aren't bad people. Most people are able to separate reality from fantasy. Some just happen to enjoy dark fantasy. People can just enjoy things. It's okay to just enjoy things. You don't have to rush to have the hottest, freshest take. Sometimes that means serving up hot, fresh bullshit. Genres have labels. And sure, yes, we absolutely should be able to critique anything we want. Genre and audience shouldn't exempt things from criticism. But at the same time, I do think we should be critiquing things on their own level. I'm not going to take points off a children's book for being repetitive when that's part of the genre. That's half the point. Children's books are repetitive because they are often teaching tools in the same way that children's rhymes are teaching tools. And similarly, I'm not going to take points off a dark romance for having the protagonist end up with her stalker or whatever. I know what I'm getting into. We, and by we, I mean people who read dark romance, let's be clear here, we understand the difference between fiction and real life, and we choose to escape into a moment. We choose to escape into a fantasy, and then we resurface and go back to our frustrating fucking jobs that we were overqualified for but had to take, or our tidy little apartments that are just a tiny bit too empty, and our exhaustion, and our customer service smiles, and it's not wrong to want to have a moment, is the point. Everybody deserves a moment. Some people play Zelda or Resident Evil or I don't know what's even popular these days. Sudoku, chess, soccer, whatever. We'll definitely be doing some critique on this podcast. We'll be discussing the writing and the plot elements and character work, but we won't be abandoning our ability to be discerning while we do it. we won't be abandoning our sense of fun. So, this might get a little messy, a little chaotic, and maybe even a little spicy. We'll try and keep it PG-13, but considering the subject matter, I can't make any guarantees, so proceed with caution. Our first book will be Nice Girls Don't Have Fangs by Molly Harper, which is a sort of comedy, horror, romance, ? From the summary, it looks pretty balls to the wall, so looking forward to that. We've decided to structure this in a way that should be easy to follow. We'll read the book together, piece by piece, and we'll come back and talk about it, just like a real book club. I've got a Twitter and the TikTok logins now. I've never used them, but if I figure it out, I'll have linked it in the description box, and hopefully I'll do updates through there. You know, which chapter we're on, what we'll be discussing, stuff like that. So if anyone comes in and wants to catch up, they can do so. I'm the opposite of tech savvy, and my co-host is pretty uninvolved right now, so I don't know, fingers crossed. Nice Girls Don't Have Fangs has 22 chapters, so I think that unless it becomes too unwieldy, I guess, we'll do 2 chapters per episode, come back, talk about the chapters, do a little section about the themes, and break. I have some ideas for guests if I can manage to sweet talk these folks into joining us for a spell and lending their expertise, but mostly this will be us friends having fun with our trashy novels. Until next time, stay tuned.